make it quick. It is handled. Watch. Behold. With grace and malice. Behold.
As said, so done.
Power resides in the will of the righteous. As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. Doubt is for the weak.
I know what to do. As said, so done. Easy. Done. As said, so done. I know what to do. Let's set this in. Didn't see that one coming, did you? They won't expect that. That is how it's done.
Don't get too cocky. You've got a problem. I've got a prize. I can do that with the right incentive. Tell me, and it is done. Am I getting paid for this?
Don't distract me. Slow and painful is the way.
How about no? I can do that with the right incentive. Don't get too cocky.
High momentum.
Wanna see a trick?
Behold! Watch! Kneel before me, prey thing! It is happening. Don't just kneel before me, prey thing! With perfect killing strike! No.
I'd like to, but I can't. You've got a problem, I've got a
High
prize.
momentum.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
I'll do it. The Emperor's judgment. That is not the Emperor's will. Faith without deeds is worthless. I'll do it.
In the name of House Orselio, I shall prevail!
Easy. Forward. I know what to do. Let's set this in motion. I know what to do. As said, so done. Done and done. to victory.
And I just I really should check things before I start off. You're now hearing my voice for the first time, folks. In the half an hour I've been playing. You'll hear my voice for the first time. That is because, being the dumb that I am, the goof I can be, I forgot entirely that I'd flicked the little switch on my headset to off. So while I can hear, because cabled in, I can hear everything. Unfortunately, the microphone section has an on-off switch. Guess who didn't turn it on before I turned it on? Until just now. Oh, I'm actually on a spot. They should be around here somewhere.
Shireen, O glorious son of dozens of worlds and billions of subjects, have you come to converse with Jai Haydari about the sweetness of her soul? Or do you wish to speak to a trade representative of the Imperium?
I mean,
Well, does the guise of one of the most powerful people in the Expanse suit me?
you're beautiful no matter the guys, Jay.
It is hard to argue against words as wise as they are sweet, Shireen. Except sometimes guise is mailed with the skin of their unfortunate owners, and the only way to take them off is to tear skin from flesh. That is not something I want. Not anymore.
How's your gang faring?
Like you need to ask Shireen. These Ashmags and Kashaz are tenacious. They lick their wounds faster than the Ajji themselves. Tora finally got an implant for her jaw. Now she can speak properly instead of braying like a toothless donkey. She's been recruiting strapping guys and gals too, because Falco code Arex. May the Ajji savage the soul of that interstellar piranha.
You said you wanted to reflect on what happened.
Oh yes, Shireen. And here is what I think. Since the day we first met, I have been tossed about like a boat in a storm. Battered, dashed against the rocks, lashed by the waves. And then I was flung onto the shore, and a fabulous gift washed up beside me. A precious pearl of the deep. The Mercatum Tabula Officiale.
We like to use High Latin for a lot of things.
And you know what? I enjoyed it. Yes, I was slammed face first into the rocks, and was up to my neck in water. But I finally had a taste of freedom. Just a smidge. Just a little bit. But it was enough to make me dream of it every night. Void, Kraken, take the Kasbalika and the cold trade. As for our mutual business, Sherry, I will remain your loyal partner if you desire. An equal partner.
It is your choice to make, Jay. All I can do is support it.
Then it is decided. Starting today, I will sail toward the future I choose. What a thrill it will be to ride the waves wherever they want to take me.
Jade's communication device lights up, indicating an incoming message. He gives you a polite nod, looks away, and focuses on the message. Transmits to a comm bead, which, with each passing moment, the expression darkens, then cuts off the transmission with a nervous gesture.
Nothing important, really. Just a small commercial matter.
Since when do small commercial matters make you so nervous?
Fine. Maybe it's better to let you know.
Yes, before we get bigger things happen. Sheen, that's alright. Thing. Not sure why this is not voiced, but okay. Shreen, I've received an important message. Mercy and the Mission Circle want to see me. Quite the honour. Jay smiles, but you can sense an alarm beneath her usually cheery facade. I won't lie and say it's completely safe, but you wouldn't mind coming with me? The Circle of the high-ranking agents of the Casablanca Commission. They already know that I took Falco's life, and they're about to hear it, and I won't take over his trade. But for that, I need their approval. Thank you. It means a lot. It won't keep you away from important matters. I have a kill squad with me that can flatten half the expanse. I don't think it really matters, to be honest. She's too useful. She does the same trick. We'll take them for... I have got gear for Ulfar, so you know I'm going to swap those two out. I'll be putting them back in again, because I've put them the right people I need on the right order, but still. Footfall Shadow Quarters. I command an incredibly high seat at the table. My presence is very, very, very much mess with it, and there won't be anything left of you to fight back with. Tense faces turn towards you. The faces of people who are hard-nosed, hard-fisted, and hard-hearted. The cold traders maintain a defiant differential silence, which is broken only by the hiss of the smouldering eye-hole roll-up being smoked with relish by a dark-haired, aristocratic-looking man in a sumptuous coat. Vadim tosses a sidelong look at the regal-looking stranger, and the dry and solemn intonation of a priest declares, "The seats have been claimed, now we discuss the trade." Jay, her face frozen into a battle mask, glares at the dark-haired stranger, who responds with a subtle, patronizing smile. The peddlers of the cold trade sit in a meek silence. When the dark-haired man's gaze casually falls on them, their heads drop lower. Jade, with her chin raised, seems to be the only refutation of this man's absolute superiority. But her strained expression makes it clear that she is not unaffected by his presence either. The stranger exudes aristocratic hauteur. He takes a drag of the fragrant eye-hole with a visible gusto, his fingers idly playing with a button on his jacket, and from time to time smiling at his own thoughts. Quite the vox you've all got, Shinragas. Road Trader von Valancius has come to our meeting to ensure that his interest will not be harmed. Greetings, your lordship. I am Mercy, the organizer of this gathering, and of upstanding and enterprising men and women. The jubilation of what was engendered in my soul at the news of your visit was not overshadowed even by the host of questions it raised, primarily about how your interest came to lie in such close proximity to ours that it granted the honor of seeing you at a meeting of the mission's highest circle. questions arise and are resolved, and the wise should not darken their hearts with them. He gives you a radiant smile. Those who will hear Jade Amira Fah Nin Tamir Ash Ifrit. Mercy pronounces all your companions' names with a deliberate meticulousness, never taking his laughing eyes off her. I am laying claim to Falco's business, his territory and his crew. He tried to take mine and he lost, so now I will take his, and I want the Circle to endorse my claim. Jade continues the staring match with Mercy, aiming every word at him like a bullet between his eyes. Well, I gotta take it. I can, you know, Vado, if you want, I can get you higher up the train by killing everybody in the room. Is that so? Frowning, Mercy exchanges a look with the other cold traders, as though reading some kind of answer in their glassy eyes. He shakes his head. Can the Circle agree to that? After all, Falco's sentence was not handed down by us, but by you alone. Does that mean that now you speak for us instead of for others? A dangerous proposition. I advise getting into a dispute with a rogue trader. The consequences for you would be very unpleasant. No, that one's that one first. Falco was sloppy, and he paid too much attention to Jeshu's Mercia sardonic smile. Side projects. My network of contacts is larger, and my patron is more powerful. Another venomous smile. I guarantee that revenue will increase by at least a third. And she's not wrong on that one. Her patron is incredibly powerful. I'm a rogue trader. If these guys would be absolutely stupid to do anything, because one, if they so much as scratch me, since my whole bridge knew I was coming here, every Von Valance's ship would come to this area and blast every pirate fleet into oblivion. Not to mention, essentially every enforcement agency in the entire expanse would suddenly collapse on their heads. The cold trader's eyes dart to each other. You can tell by their faces that Jay's words have hit their mark, but imperious and slightly irritated gesture from Mercy brings the silent fury of conversation to an end. Money can't buy a new head to replace the one that's full of bullets. You're asking us to set a dangerous precedent. You're putting a bejeweled grenade in our hands, Shireen. You don't fail to notice the way Jay's shoulders shudder at Mercy's last word. I mean, that's also a good comment. Like, I mean, technically speaking, she's doing trade with the rogue traders backing. That's a heavy trade. Ooh. I mean, the options are there. You know what, go for it. It would be foolish to pass on a mountain of money that would come from friendship with the Von Valance's dynasty. Now the culture is looking at you and only you. It would seem that they are more afraid of you than Mercy. We are traders, not fighters. We prefer the language of deals over the language of battles. That does not mean we cannot be intimidated. Our organization operates in the shadows, and we are used to opposition from the powers that be. We keep our blades sheathed, but give us a cause to show you how sharp they truly are, and you will sorely regret it. Such knowledge is enough to poison the mind. Yeah, you're a fool. No, powers that be is one thing. Openly defying it, no, defying the law enforcers in general is one thing. Defying other functions is one thing. defying a rogue trader, on the other hand, who can turn entire planets against you with a mere gesture, and you'll suddenly find your friend. But wait, they'd rather be my friends than yours. And after you lose a ton of businesses, the ease with which you read my heart frightens me, Shireen. The crashing sound of doors being kicked and screams fill the room. The sharp tang of burning scene hangs in the air. The cold traders freeze, even the barrels point at them in their full attention. An old familiar expression appears on Jay's face, the look of a satisfied predator. Mercy, do you remember what you always scolded me for? You are too quick to deny the thought that you might deserve something, Shireen. That's what you said. Thank you for that lesson. This time I will not be humbled. Falco's contracts are mine. Falco's crew is mine. Speak up if you disagree. The rest of you, at ease. Only short and bloody songs are born from the sound of weapon fire. You think you can force... The whistle of the bullet that flies just past Mercy's ear makes him swallow the rest of his florid speech. Have you got the message, Mercy, or do you still have objections? Clamping on a new eye-hole rolled up between his pearly white teeth, Mercy coolly replies, I am not an idiot. I am not going to argue with a rogue trader and a loaded auto-pistol. Despite Mercy's strange sang-froid, it's clear to you that this is a man unaccustomed to enduring such indignities and equally unaccustomed to forgiving those who have wronged him. As he winces in pain at your words, his face no longer guarded by the lavish armour of his self-assurance. Tossing a weird look at Jay and receiving an affirmative nod from her, he sighs heavily. This is true, she's a different person now. Breaking through the avalanche of past that was covering my grave was not easy, Shireen, but I have risen. I do believe we can consider this meeting closed. Most certainly, the circle approves Jade Hideri's claim. Our trading is concluded. The representative of the mission on my station, I emphasize the last two words, Jade giving a grateful nod, undertakes to ensure that the interests of Mistress Hideri will not be harmed. Yes, it's always... Well, he's backing me because I'm putting back in power nicely. And most of these guys are now a case of we don't want to mess with a rogue trader. He will flatten us, and I do mean that quite literally. You have not seen the extent of what I can pull off. That was a short and quick meeting. If only all the business deals could be done that fast. Yay! Okay, where's Jay? Do I have to talk to her again? Probably have to talk to her again. That's another mission quest. Whee!
Ah, Shireen. The burden of a trade representative of the Imperium is a hefty one, especially when said representative is dabbling in the cold trade on the side. Whew. It is exhilarating, as if everyone suddenly became allies and enemies at the same time. So how are you doing, oh precious apple of my eye? Oh, I have no doubt you will.
Excellent. That's that sorted. I do believe I've still got to talk to the Lord Inquisitor. Ooh, these have changed. Oh. So that's because it comes from the Adeptus Arbites DLC. Oh, that's nice. It now tells you which DLC they come from. Okay, we gotta check things out because we have like no contracts available. Okay, we need to check things out because the big DLC, the big update came run through and it apparently did a ton of changes to them. Hack type rank 1. Oh, that's actually nice to see all this stuff. It's good. I previously selected thingies. Okay, so oh, that's nice. You put them down here. Origin up. Cabalite Dragon. See, they are about a lot of stuff, and they are about adding new bits and exotic weapons features. I might have to look in the archetype section. Okay, nothing there. So now prey, that's abilities. Available common talents. See, that's the last one available. Arachnoid Dragnet? Any type of Weber creates a daily accuracy. Okay, that's, I think they have put some new stuff in. Primary weapon proficiency, dual weapon specialist. Ah, so if you're a, I see, so if you've got a dual weapon combat skill, you can then take the specialist skill, which then no penalties increase the cost of first attack. Was either the sweep or the hammer mace's harsh shove ability. Okay. Enhanced splash area for plasma external power block. Initial attack with a plasma weapon in the first round. Cool. Flame weapon experts, heavy armor proficiency, heavy weapon proficiency. Las weapon. Allies come. If allies become the secondary targets of this character's arc rifle and suffer damage. Ooh, that's nice. Insulation, melter weapon proficiency, overclocking module. As with the arc rifles, that's interesting. Overpower. Plasma weapon proficiency, power armor proficiency. I want the strength for that. As for flamers, power weapon expert. So charge Saito. Ah. Okay, so they have actually popped into new stuff. I have plans for him though, and I'll fall through them. I still have to talk to my dude at the Inquisitor, so me. Back to Footfall. I believe I can now go to the atrium. Actually, no, that would be interesting to have him there, to be honest. I'm not going to provoke too much by taking Drukhari. The Eldari, yes. Drukhari, not so much. That's why I put Abelard in his place. Also, I forgot that I have an Ultra's gear, so... Go on. Ba-doom. Hey, come running to me. Hello, sir. Forster. An elderly man in front of you is moving with the noiselessness of an experienced servant. He bows primarily and says, "With all Inquisitor bade me to inform you that it has been his pleasure to see your lordship in his palace. There are matters of utmost urgency he wishes to discuss, and he hopes you will find time to meet him in the near future." I will pass on the good news to his Lord Inquisitor. The man bows professionally and again. Wait. Yeah, we've got to summon me now, because just lost his puppet. Now we have arm stuff for you, so... Ah, Wolfskin, that holy... Oh, the holy one is better. Yeah. Wow, base strength up 25%. Doesn't really change much, to be perfectly honest, it just changes skin. Astartes Flamer. Bolt pistol and a... I don't know, tell one making just like range. But then again, that's a powerful range weapon. That's a powerful weapon. Hold on. Not sure why I put it all the way down here. Not sure why he's done this. It's a very strange thing he's currently doing, which is throwing it all the way down here. I should have a helmet for him. Okay, things are respawned back in. Oh wait, no, I haven't bought the helmet for him yet, so that's another character. So, it doesn't remove them, it simply hides the ones that he can't wield. So simply scrolling them all to the top. Not sure on that one, but Okay, some stranger does that. There we go, that fixed it. Heavy flamer. Yeah, but I got a Astartes flame, it's pretty nice. Righteous anger. Calibrated heavy stubber. Oh, is that bolt? His bolter is actually pretty good. Advanced heavy stubber. Again, his bolter's pretty good. I don't think I've bought the armor from him yet. Oh well, I have a Astartes. Excellent, this has been put back where it should be. Oh, I wonder if I should talk to the dude first before I go up and see him. I mean, that might convenience, so let's go see the new guy. There's where is he? Bon Valance's enforcer. That's right, so Tulsa. Inquisition trooper. Yes, I have to go to the palace. I mean, probably in the administrative palace, so.
I'm offering a hymn of homage to the angel of the Emperor and the ancient ferocious machine spirits controlling his armor.
Yes, my adamantine skin has seen many battles and bears many glorious scars. Hear the glorious verse of the time when...
Yeah, I don't care, to be honest. Pascal's just like, yeah, sure. So, where are you in this room? Probably at the top. No. Brian was one of the other guys. I would kick all these guys' butts. Your precious retinue isn't as precious full anymore. In fact, you've also got men, and I know your dark dealings with Drukhari. Lord Inquisitor is engrossed in studying the star system charts and reports, which are amassed on the desk, like the ridges of a formidable mountain range. There are shadows beneath his eyes, which are ruthlessly dissecting the latest report. And his skin seems stretched taut over his bones and his skull. Without turning his head to you, Calcazar says wearily, "Greetings, your lordship. Your time is impeccable." An aged servant with bearing of a veteran approaches the two of you. In a precise movement, he replaces an untouched cup of cold refcaf in the Lord Inquisitor with a new one, slightly steaming. The warrior of Fenris folds his arms of his ceramic plate chest regally and says in a dour voice, "Greetings, Inquisitor. You and I need to talk. You and I need to talk." Caliban bows respectfully. Glory to the Emperor's Angel of Fenris. Angels of Fenris. Your words will be heeded, my lord. It's like, yeah, your position is pretty good, but at the same time you have a problem with that guy. I'll say that. I value your directness. It will save us much time. Yes, there is something you must do. It is time for you to play your part to save the Corona's expanse. I will not disturb your esteemed personage for anything less. Lady Navigator Cassia Tisivia Ivrilia. Lord Inquisitor's lips curve into a thin smile as he catches a glimpse of the scarlet eyes. I hear that House Orcelio is going through a difficult time. Change is coming. I sincerely hope it's for the better. Your colours, Lord Inquisitor, are as rich as they are multifaceted. I have never encountered anything like it before. Unclouded hues flowing from one to the next. Amazing harmony, amazing and frightening. Raised her chin and nods demurely. Not a man of such status and talents has taken interest in the well-being of a Navis. Nobilized house is a great honour. Indeed, you're petitioned. I had been fighting Xenos. We spilt much alien blood, but the wind of battle carried me far, and I lost contact with my pack. Do you know where I can seek my ultimate brothers, the Baneful Howl? I'm afraid not. According to the information of my possession, they withdrew from the battle raging in the Expanse. Lord Inquisitor's deferential tone now carries a dry edge. You lie. The Baneful Howl never run from battle. Ulfa's reply to the outrageous claim is surprisingly calm. Only the frosty chill of death born on his voice carried across the room makes everyone's hair stand on end. What do you mean by withdrew? Contrary to my request of continuing hunting the Xenos, they embarked on an expedition whose objective is unknown to me. There has been no word from them since. Sounds suspicious. This is not how we wolves conduct ourselves. I can tell you no more. As you well know, your pack preferred not to report their plans and intentions to me. Albeit no match for Ulfa's tone of ice, the coldness in Kazar's voice, too, could freeze an entire world. Why do you think they diverted their attention? I presumed it was to search for Brother Ulfar. This is common knowledge how deeply Space Wolves value the ties of brotherhood. Far more deeply than the ties that bind them to other subjects of the Emperor. People disappearing in the vicinity of the Inquisitor is always cause for suspicion. If this is some scheme of yours, he would flatten you in an instant. He dryly interrupts the Allfather's warrior. Dare I remind you that your presence in the Expanse is not a favour to me, but the promised repayment of a debt. I was not so hearty when I returned your lost brother to Fenris. I did not demand recompense, and for my faithful servant who died saving him, I kept secret those details that could have damaged your honour. Why then does your gratitude taste so poisonous? The mention of Ulfar's lost brother makes him grind his teeth in anger before he falls suddenly silent. No, but I believe I know someone who's better informed, and I will name that person as soon as we finally start discussing the matter that prompted me to summon your lordships. The girl raises an eyebrow, impressed. You escaped from the Dark City, a feat that few have ever accomplished. Truly, I congratulate you on an exceptional performance, and I won't even hammer your triumph by telling you that the Inquisition will, of course, be watching you very closely henceforth. I sincerely hope your grand escape was not part of Xenos' devious machinations. Yet I am surprised that this Xenos is still alive. What is it, your lordship? Sentimentality? Revenge? Cold calculation? gives Yrrit a long, significant look. If you do not finish her off yourself, send word when you have tired of her. My acolytes will be too eager to learn her secrets. She will pick them off from from a mile and a half away before they even clap eyes on her. When an outcast wants to vanish, the entire Inquisitors fleet, a force of the Inquisitors, would fail to find them. The Aldari can vanish without a trace if they want to. Clenching her jaw to the point of pain, Yrrit hisses. Aldari curses under her breath, but retreats half a step. I have looked into the eyes of death, and of a creatures far more dangerous than you, monkey. Do not try to frighten me. I would remind you that the particularities of the Inquisition's work lie far beyond the rogue trader's purview, but given the circumstances, yes, Acolyte Lichenhart's words are true. It has been several years since I established contact with the Drukhari. They informed me of an upcoming raids, and I thwarted them. I kept the Expanse safe while the Xenos were absorbed with their internal squabbles, which were of little interest to me. Strictly speaking, one might regard my actions in this situation as unorthodox, at the very least. In reality, however, they are undoubtedly beneficial. Acolyte Lichenhart has demonstrated her inability to surmount the bounds of convention, and had she been in my position, the Expanse would likely have already fallen under the blows of the present crisis. Fortunately for you, she is not, and the Drukhari, drained by their power struggles, are bereft their best raiders, and can do nothing more than run from my fleets. I bet if I'd have Marazai here, it would be said differently entirely. Your Lordship, I hope it goes without saying that I would appreciate you not spreading dangerous and misleading rumours going forward, and keeping the content of this conversation private. Given the current state of affairs, I would have to treat such actions as subversive. So I thank you in advance for your considerate silence. Till the final dawn, and Drukhari raiders are vying with each other to see who can cause the greatest turmoil. I mobilize all the forces I can to repel the attacks, which is why we are still alive. Combined militia brigades are hunting for Xenos and guarding convoys. An expeditionary platoon under my command are crushing heretic rebellions. The situation is unstable, but I will not pretend that I was prepared for this crisis. However, I will not lost our footing yet. Prisoners' interrogations indicate that a relatively major political upheaval has taken place in Common Ra. The Cabal of the Reaving Tempest has lost its grip on authority and become a target for enemies and rivals. Many vessels and members of the Cabal decided that fleeing to real space was preferable to waiting in Common Ra to be killed. The warp is raging. This baleful sign always portends change, and crisis begets desperation. The most fertile ground for heresy, I believe. I believe the arch-enemy's servants think their time has come, or perhaps this day will be marked in their profane scripture as a date of the end of existence. I will not trouble myself with further attempts to make sense of their blasphemous doctrine. They are bent on destroying us all, and so they must be destroyed. Do you see a better candidate for the job? Closes his eyes wearily for a moment. I may no longer be the first flush of youth, but believe me when I say there are many things I would much rather be doing than playing constable to the Kronos Expanse. But alas, every ruler in our sector chooses to confine their concern to the well-being of their own holdings, whereas I alone must take care of all. You have mobilized all forces, but not House von Valancius. I am not standing before me now. While your status remained unclear, I preferred not to requisition resources of the von Valancius Protectorate. Your people dealt with the Uron the Cruel agents and Xenos raids, and that was enough for me. Now the time is the time to add your might and talents to the scales. If such a plan were to exist, information about it would be the utmost secrecy. I suggest you focus on the current strategy of putting out each fire as you encounter it. If you don't need to get bogged down in details, to appraise you of all the information I currently possess, you would require more time than we have. His Lordship deemed it more important to show off his stubbornness than to safeguard the interests of the Expanse. Stupidity of the most burdensome kind, but my sources inform me that he has nevertheless joined my efforts against the Xenos, and so I have decided to stay any sanctions for a time. His Lordship has long displayed susceptibility to corrupting ideas. His loss of interest in managing his protectorate and his appetite for violence drew my notice some time ago. His main answers is how many agents of the Archmany had infiltrated his entourage. Did you even try to discuss it with him, or did you just immediately set incendiary on him? Despite the impression I may have created, I am not a schoolmaster obliged to rein in the misbehaving rogue traders. Caligos rejected the call to fulfill the duty of the Emperor. What discussion was there to be had? You still could have requested him to come to see you, and maybe you could have spied the demon that was corrupting him. No, it served your interest better to simply set incendiary on him, and use her to claim his territories, and then you would have free reign to, well, push. Caligos was under the influence of ruinous powers, but I put an end to it. How curious. When all this is over, I will certainly call you as a witness at Caligos' trial. Together we will decide how best to handle him while ensuring the safety of the Expanse. Well, considering he got bludgeoned and cut up pretty badly, I don't think he's going to be serving the ruinous powers anytime soon. Are you aware of the charges changes Incendia has wrought on Footfall? Naturally, her ladyship has done me an invaluable service by taking on the task of instilling order in the station. Though her style of leadership seems unnecessarily brutal to me, on the whole, her actions have not exceeded the bounds I set. Firstly, I entrusted the task to her ladyship, and she is executing it competently. And secondly, Ubel, as you are aware of what I am striving to do here, at present I am trying to prevent the death of billions. You ask me why I am choosing not to save hundreds. Because if you start a big rebellion inside the station, you will lose your foothold? I convinced Cordia of her beliefs. She has left the station. I am surprised you managed such a feat. However, it's probably for the best. I assumed the two of you would clash, but I expected a more tragic outcome. I admire your zeal for peacekeeping. Forster, if you please. The Inquisitor nods imperiously at the servant, who draws some kind of remote control from his pocket. All sounds whose sources are more than 3 meters away fade to nothing. I could kill you now before anyone could get to help you out. To my charging, the ability to mean two blades at once does not number among my talents. That's why I wish you to serve in my stead. I place such trust in very few people. You understand? You will feel what is to walk in my shoes and attempt to complete a gaggle of quarrelsome blockheads. Compel a gaggle of quarrelsome blockheads to work together. You will require. You will reconquer Irophus 2 for me. Gestures to the servant, and the silencing field disappears. Horser, another Riftcath. This one has gone cold. That's code in case anyone's listening. Pascal jerks his head up, clearly recognizing the name character I just uttered. Abelard stifles a grunt of displeasure, his mutter pitched for your ears only. You will reconquer Eurufus II for me. The esteemed Lord Inquisitor has done away with all pretense of politeness now. His orders no longer come within a veneer of a request. Are you a valet or an Inquisition or another Inquisition assassin? Why can't both be true? Voster has been a member of my retinue for 50 Terran years, and a person on my entourage who comes closest to being my confidant. Something akin to a warm smile touches the Inquisitor's lips. We've had a cause to be involved in many incidents whose reports have since been marked with a seal of silence. Nods deferentially, and on his aged jowled face appears an expression caught between eternal loyalty, motherly affection, and religious devotion. To what do I owe such an honour? To whom else could I entrust this mission? No need to feign ignorance, Von Valancius. We both know the shortcomings of the other candidates for this position. At present in the Expanse, there are two people with a perspective and steady hand required to control the situation, and they are both standing in this room. So if you will dispense with the humble rogue trader act and win this war for me. The sacred world is the depths of Mechanicus, off limits to lay people. I am one of the few who do not worship the Omnissiah to have set foot on its surface, or rather I was. Now it is crawling with unbelievers. Despicable word-bearers attacked and captured Euphrates II, and the cult of the Final Dawn brought an entire horde of heretics to the planet. Registering a Sanctity of Alpha priority mission. The scourge of the corrupted misbelievers reigning on blessed workshops fills the Omnissiah's faithful with anguish. Activating auto-asceticism protocol, I offer a prayer to liberation of the sacred world. From beneath Pascal's crimson robe comes the sound of mechanisms whirl into life, and dark bloodstains streak across the fabric. I sent my troops to aid the explorator forces laying siege to the world, but a rift occurred among the commanders. They need an authoritative general, and you are perfect for the role. My confidence is not misplaced, I trust. Clearly, the stakes of them are high enough. Ulron the Cruel has stirred his profane self to make a personal appearance on Eurufus II. Conrad von Tievet, incidentally, is also there. I hear you two have unfinished business. Him I will generously leave to you. When you are finished with him, you may simply dispose of his mortal remains. No need to surrender them to the Inquisition for inquest. Consider it my gift. The Explorator fleet, Divine Cognizance 7821, recalled its most combat-ready units to retake the world. They were supposed to be my most powerful strike fleet and a group of deadlier allies. I dispatched a pack of space wolves to hunt down the transgressors. That's right, supported by my most powerful strike fleet. Unfortunately, the leaders have failed to find a common language. The esteemed Thorvald is at odds with the conclave of the Mechanicus battle congregation, and the Omnissiah's servants find Thorvald's strident nature off-putting. A Neo group is fond of the militant Sibylic, who commands my forces. Were not fun, to be precise. The esteemed militant perished along with his ship a week ago, when his noble allies failed to support his offensive. Her bows over curtly. I recommend that you too go to my lord. Perhaps your pack was less resistant with the esteemed Thorvald than with me, and told him where they decided to direct their efforts. It's a fine suggestion, which I accept gratefully, Inquisitor. The expression of respect on Ulfa's face is not the poor job of hiding his antipathy. An utterly transparent attempt to learn secret intelligence. I offer to make you my general, and you try to pump me for information. Poorly done. Information would be pure speculation. At this point, bring me prisoners and to interrogate and perhaps we'll gain some much needed insight. I must remind you that I am still Lord Inquisitor of the Coronis Expanse and not merely some, what do you always say, Foster, some grox bothering prick. If a certain rogue traders at times allow themselves to speak to me in overly willful manner, that should not give you cause to doubt my authority. You were given details when you arrive in Orbital Place. I never doubted you, Lord. Ship the Emperor protects. No point in saying the Lapbomb will say, wah 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 wah, and tell me to do it anyway. But you would be dead very quickly with this thought. Nods at the paper and they're so indifferent. Eventually delivered to the table. This document attests to this extraordinary powers you now have at your disposal. I am counting on your success, you Bell. I am counting that you have some ulterior plan and intend to do something wrong.
Venture forth.
Yep, I have no doubt in my mind that you're up to something. Well, now we have a plan to go. Permission to go to that planet and take it. Yeah, I wonder what it would have done if we had walked in there with Marazar.
Let's seize the moment.
Because I'd love to see him like, especially with change in that situation. Well, nothing really went on there, to be honest. Still, the fact here is still like, oh, you're with Xenos here, it's like, yeah. Don't start on my associates, or you will be in for a whooping. Alright, so our current quest line is to go to the planet I was at earlier. Siege. Call to. I'm not sure. It says in progress. I wonder if it's not yet considered finished. Hmm. Jenna where was that located? Jenna Wilson. Illustrant. Janos. Go to the voice ship. World. Ice World. Nope. Mavar. Jungle. The Manchester there. Kibagama. Frozen Hive World. That's where I want to go for holding a war council. Where's the Jennifer? I got one that's not explored apparently. Drifting void ships, plenty. There you go. A message from Lucius Graves. Several chests bring the of House Auxilia to the ship. Old gold-clad servants and to the servitors, as extravagant attempt by the navigators to draw attention to the road trader. Nice. Concerning the incident of the capital world, the enforcement officers checked the nebulous gifts flight, and pleased to report that none of them have threatened your Cassius or the crew's well-being. Having said that, a closer examination of the strong box of tech adepts revealed a data slate with a vivid message addressed personally to you alongside some kind of encrypted data. Yes, Lord Captain. A message Silver Skull has been sent to Omnissiah's servants compartment. Once the data has been decrypted, it will notify you immediately. Show me. As you wish, Command Lord Captain. Road Trader. A very piercing voice comes from the cogitator's Vox system, and you will see a bloke face with sagging skin and a gaping hole where the nose should be. We greet Regent Arano Austerio. Send greetings and hope this message finds you in good health. Yay. House Auxilia will soon hold a grand council in the Palace of Atlas, the holy relic that connects all navigators of our house. This meeting will take place not in the physical world, but in the world of thoughts, dreams, and visions. It is the only way to avoid bloodshed and decide the fate of the sacred child at last. Thanks to the Atlas, we feel that the soul of the child is full of dismay, and yet the road trader's words bear not a lot of weight with the child, so he may soothe his anxiety and lead the child down the right path, the path of accepting its duty before the house and ascending to navigate Novator's throne. I hope you consider my offer, Ubel von Valancius, for it is in your power not only to strengthen the bond between our dynasties, but to multiply your riches at the same time. The gifts accompanied in this message are but an insignificant part of the great regent's gratitude. May the God Emperor protect us all. I am told the message has been relayed to your cogitator, Lord Captain. I hope the data did not get corrupted during the playback or delivery. God Emperor protects, Lord Captain. Critical systems are falling for our vessel. Half the compartments are no longer responding. The ship's falling apart. On the bridge immediately. Oh God, now what's happening? Help! Stop it! I am literally don't want to keep going to do this. You better not break my ship. Although we hell to pay. Oh heck. Turmoil reigns on the bridge with officers running about, frantically tapping on the cogitator runes, operators issuing commands and hissing voxcasters, and enforcers brandishing and checking their weapons. Only the Master Helmsman looks curiously unperturbed. Grave as ever skull and face clearly cannot hold any more grim dissatisfaction. Gradually, you've made it here in one piece, your lordship. The crew is running ship damage control procedures. The situation is being recorded and the ship's log is critical. Mistress Sourcebeck and I are temporarily in charge of the bridge. I'm organising technical staff while Jocasta muster the enforcers, the Honourable Vox and Infernus Masters are departed for the affected compartments to take charge of their subordinates, but remain present on the Vox line. Your comm bead signal springs to life. Infernus Master speaking. There have been several large explosions throughout the ship. A cascading blackout has knocked out lightning, transportation lines, air filtration and heat control access across the entire vessel. Multiple fires detected. All Infernus Guild forces have been deployed for emergency repairs. We'll save the ship no matter the cost. Right now, we're in a bind. Unpowered, defenseless, sinking spittoon drifting through the abyss. Total volume of altitude is nearly enough to turn it into an adamantite skeleton casket. Ouch. The crew suffered heavy casualties due to explosions, depressurization, loss of air supply to the compartments, multiple fires and failures in the transportation system. The numbers are getting worse by the minute. we do not know that for certain, I'm convinced that we have been attacked from within. We are now more vulnerable than ever. Her voice is followed by a hiss from the Voxcaster. It might have been a chain reaction caused by accidental failure. The ship is old, that sort of thing can happen, but I'll commend Mistress Auspeck's vigilance. It's appropriate at this hour. Where's my retinue? Voice breaks through this shower of static gushing from the Voxcaster. They were in their quarters carrying out their duties when the incident occurred. Immediately after the emergency meeting, I will summon those you request to the bridge as escorts. Where's the High Factotum? Factum. At the time of the accident, Dan Rock was on the freight line inspecting warehouses. He's not been in contact since, we're assuming the worst. Oh god, that guy cannot catch a break. He got stabbed in the gut. Call it a plan of action. I've already put together priority order repairs to critical systems, but many have been descended into the bedlam and riots, making the work difficult. People are terrified and think they're about to die. In addition, some decks have become inaccessible. The trapped crew members' time is running out. Sadly, the operational survival strategy for the vessel does not include survival of those poor sods. Sure. Just Jocasta, we are really short on brave men. We'll be grateful your people lay down their lock weapons, assist the Inferno Guild. So when you come, there's more lives we can save. True, no point having a ship if we're going to go boom. If we're going to lose all our crew in the process. The enforcers will do their duty and will arrive shortly. So like personal vox person life, her face contorts with rage and listens to the report. Within an instant on the flight deck, a mob of voidsmen and labourers, typical cowards all trying to break through to the shuttles. The enforcer are holding them back for now, but the cordon is in danger of being overrun. Teeth and hisses the Vox, let them through, remove the cordon, provide enough oxygen once for 8 watchers, and nothing else for those traitors. His head gazes intently at the vidscreen while the conversates. Pressure's dropping, the bridge's ventilation system's completely busted, Lord Ketten. I would humbly request that you move to the officer's deck, where the emergency headquarters will be established. The bridge is no longer safe. I must ask you to hurry, while the tech priests are still supplying with elevated power. My assistant and I will stay here and report on the system. The emergency supply of voyage suits, so we won't croak right away. Emperor Willie. Yeah, I think I'll go Iconoclast for a little bit. Okay. Let's see. She has a good gun. But this setup is brutally good. So is he. These are interchangeable. But yeah, things have gone south. The phrase hell in a handbasket. Methinks certain individuals have decided to make their move. Well, I don't think I'm on the officer's deck. I may have missed a few floors. believe I am not on the officer's deck. I am not in the right part of the ship. We're a little bit battered. We did just drop some stories, so. The elevator shaft has expelled you into the dim of the emergency lights. The smell of promethium and burnt flesh only adds to the nausea, confirming that you have suffered a concussion. Your elbow is twisted at an angle and your body is racked with pain. But there's a silver lining to all the agony. It means you're not dead yet. It's a miracle you have survived. Guide rails lie in twisted pile over a crown of shattered plasteel. The elevator was equipped with safety devices meant to stop the cabin inside the shaft, but at least half of them have failed. Your fall was no accident. The bone crunches unpleasantly and a sharp pain pierces your arm, but you manage to reset the elbow. It is swollen and still looks worrisome, but at least you can move your arm now. Smoke and darkness limit your vision, but judging by the stench and rust of unwashed bodies, you are somewhere on the lower decks. You can hear the crackling of flames, groans and screams, and the rumble of falling beams coming from the distance. The disaster has not spared this compartment. The comm beam emits only unintelligible hissing. Either it was damaged or in the fall, or the communication lines in this compartment have failed. Oh. That was
They say
someone
I
set a trap for us.
State your intent.
Yes.
System shutdown is premature.
I am beholden to you.
Fine, you use me.
Outstanding. Now back to the front line.
Well, I got a bait injury, but it's fine. We are still pretty good. I got injured a bit. He's wearing heavy armor. Do that. Let's see. I did pick up some. Ooh, Craven's blade. Bane though is better. Hold on, my throat's a bit irritated. There we go. I'm only giving a heavy stubber for a long range option. He's mostly melee, close quarter melee. Range chest plate again, heavy zenith mesh is better. But I'm going to plus 50 some extra bonuses. So it's not really worth it for an extra 5%. Not shield, armor of the final threshold, no. Death, light. And that's medium, light, medium, light, medium, light, medium, light. Heavy. Wow, that is. Enchanted Smuggler's Armor is very heavy. We'll leave what we got for now. We've got a decent setup, so.
Let's see this through.
Methinks the whole plan was to. Oh, that's downstairs. Yeah, methinks the plan was either go split. Go sploot.
Stay sharp.
I'm going that way. I don't think there's supposed to be water in this place. Oh, you hear a voice in the rubble. Forget the void suit. There's no time. Just give me the respirator and crot torch. I'm going in. Yeah, I'm supposed to be down here. Yeah, this is an ambush. This is full-on ambush. We were supposed to perish.
March pushing ahead.
Yeah, that's where the puzzle was earlier. Toot toot! The locomotive enveloped in steam halts at the platform with a low grumble. The hard and emergency workers in the furnace guild pour out the carriages. Upon seeing you, they begin to wave cheerfully and shout. Emmerich Montague's face covered in soot, smiled broadly, never letting go of his evil stick. Lord Catton, it's good to see you back in good health. However bad, the Vox Mass report that the overhead had collapsed, so I jumped on the first train and headed down here to look for you. Let me give you a lift out to a safe place. Ever heard of a road trader flying through the old void? Should have been a free-falling elevator, Emmerich? Nope, figure that's a first. Well, Captain, you sure know how to make a dramatic entrance. Maybe you really are the bringer of woes. And brush with the wolf and on sometimes distant past. That simple folk paint you as. Are you sure you didn't curse the elevator? That old thing transported road traders for hundreds of years. Then you stepped aside and down it went. I am certain that someone tried to kill me. And it's fortunate you're travelling in the company of such a big, bad, infernus repairman. How do we feel about people harming Lord Captain in front of us? Lads? Henrik smiles brightly at the furious, almost bestial growls from his opponents. Besides, we came prepared. You gave us the privilege of bearing arms, and we won't let it go to waste. Being in the right place at the right time is my duty, my calling. At your
To non-believers.
Death cultist. A shot from the needle pistol misses Emmerich's head by Fred, cutting his ifos in two. A frail young cultist of the blood-spun web appears beside you. Dominu Bell, cast off the evil hand. It holds only betrayal and wrongful death. Emmerich Montague is not a human, and he seeks your demise. The Infernus Master pulls the last of his evil stick from his mouth and asks in a low voice, "I've lost your mind? You damn fanatic." The Infernus looked baffled, but astonishment soon gives way to righteous indignation as the huge burnt-covered fists clench in the instruments of murder. But they are not only the only instruments. There are shotguns, pistols too, which you generously allow them the right to carry. Knives and axes, autoguns, grenades. The Inferni went into the rescue mission as they were in battle. The question forms in your mind on its own. How do you kill a rogue trader? Out of habit, you quickly go over the few plans. Yep. Go over a few plans and come to an unfortunate conclusion. This is how. You create a crisis, lure the rogue trader away from the bridge and sabotage escape routes, and then send in a squad to mop up the survivors. A solid plan. Simple, yet effective. You're being hunted, Dominu Bell, driven like prey towards the hunter. He is the hunter. The skinny young man who ceases to be the boy. Who ceased to be a boy only yesterday, carries himself with detached and surprising dignity. The visor said that in the mist he must die and that you must live. I understand the situation is critical, but damn! I'm a senior officer on the ship. As much as I hate to remind you, and you are a little mutineer who almost put a hole in my head. The visor has divined the truth. The young man looks at Enric with a haughty reproach. Oh well, since the Veta has overdosed on stimulants and discovered the truth, by all means, old Captain, go ahead and arrest me. Take my head. Do I? What? Your lordship, do I really have to defend myself after being accused by this? I don't know who he is. It's me. I've risked my life and limb for you, and the ship more times than the Grox Chunder has heard of the watch siren. I do trust him. No! The young spinner shrieks as Reader's needle pistol fires a fatal shot, which turns out to be not fatal at all. The needle slices into Enric's cheek before bouncing off harmlessly. Beneath the sagging flap of skin, you see something purple. It is chitin. Enric spits at the feet of his frustration. You fanatics are always meddling in the wrong business. First the trick of the bloodbath, now this. We were so close. The gun leaps and points at you. A shot rings out, the whistling hits your ear, but the bullets are only meant for the young spinner who now writhe on the ground. Enric takes out a new ether stick, lights on the clutter, and blows out the smoke in a heavy sigh. Things would be a lot easier if you just had crashed in this elevator, or climbed it onto the train. I wish you two could hear the siren song in your dreams and wait for the many-armed emperor. But the harvest season has come, and you must be reaped. You must die so you may live. I'm sorry, Ubel. Farewell. So he's been infected now as well.
Time to eliminate some Xenos.
Cult ambush.
Cannot stop the Angels faithful!
Big liver. Oh, this is right next to me.
Request approved.
Wow, he hits hard.
Running binaric override.
Wow, so this Enric would have been not been a thing if it was for DLC. Yeah, good to know.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable. My vow is to serve.
The true believers will inherit all. That won't stop me!
Ow, 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 ow.
Angel will reward us.
Dodge. She has this, which allows. Let's see. Presumably the.
If it serves your cause.
Ow.
I approach the designated position.
Now I'm in position. Yeah, let's start. Well, massacring.
I am not your another soul slips beyond the veil. This tedium. No weakness is hidden from my sight.
Let's see.
I understand your intent.
And then we'll use this
If it serves your
on the
cause.
hybrid. So the Inferni guys have been
Just a minor setback.
corrupted.
It cleanses the body.
Only the faithful will ascend.
Oh. Eesh. He's taking a beating because they're just gang up on him.
After this. Is that my blood?
Oh no, we haven't turned yet. We have kick.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Forceful gene steal. Wow, that's a lot of points. Oh. Actually, no, this wouldn't be a better option.
I'll do it. This is why I was chosen.
Yeah.
As the Emperor commands,
You did not like that, did you?
faith without deeds is worthless. Doubt is for the weak.
How's for a grenade? That's about fine enough though. she's not. I'm gonna do some
Me.
meat.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
Held my gaze on you.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Points.
Me. If you
Magenta, would you like
insist,
to have
Lord
another turn?
Captain.
I am his will
Please
made
manifest.
As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. Each strike is a prayer.
Wow. It went sploot. That's what happens when you get shot repeatedly. And that's the fun thing of that attack. That attack is 8 shots at 6 to 10. I mean, that stacks up to about 80 damage a shot. That stacks up quite quickly.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
And because she did that, she's free to move. And move she shall to be in front of your bell. So you do not damage
Doubt is for the weak. Why I was chosen.
thing, but if you get like several crits in a row, you know, it quickly starts getting into a situation of she's going to do a lot of damage very quickly. Also, it's still Cassia's turn.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Get some extra points. No attack limit. I'm going to hold off on that for the end.
These ruby
Ow! Ow! Ow!
choking me.
Cool ambush. Yeah.
It's nothing.
Wow, that's a mobile strike at once.
My faith shields me.
Here comes another one that'll do the exact same thing again. Oh, nope. Stop short.
Shall become like fire.
I could use
That's an order.
I think I can bring them back.
It will be done.
Potentially. Nope, they're unconscious. Well, that was unfortunate.
Victory is imminent.
Right. What you got for this, mate?
Grey hair, sure hair. At your beck and call.
I can't move, unfortunately.
It will be done.
Still, that was a little unfortunate. They got caught up in a thing and, well, just got medley to death.
Initiating bioreformation protocol.
I can see bright colors again.
And definitely book that. These hybrids did a lot of damage. Pascal is not happy.
Advancing.
No, that actually hurt her.
The analysis successful. Running binaric override.
Essentially, we got caught up in a medley of hits, which was really unfortunate.
And fortune favors the swift. If it serves your cause, I hear you moving.
No more. She needs more attack. Essentially, she needs someone that takes the limit off, or more attacks. She's very situational,
I understand your intent.
but can serve quite a lot of.
This tedium is beneath me. I am not your seamless pet, monkey.
Help me, Lord Captain.
I'm unconscious. I can't do anything.
The way.
By the way, for being blockheads. Can I get you in the gaze? Yes.
If I may,
And then you two can have
I'm
this.
not accustomed to as duty demands.
Oh, I've actually leave the stair twice. I was actually going to try use this one.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Oh, cool. Use it repeatedly.
At your beck and call.
He backs up with this. Let's get straight again, so.
It will be done. At your beck and call.
I can back and call. It's not even his turn yet. I think one. I think I killed one tonight. I did no damage. Parry. 1. Jesus. I don't know what's going on with Pascal's armor, but it was like, nope. I reject your attacks. I see your attacks and reject them.
I will do like you.
Well, that's his thing, so.
It will be done.
I missed.
At your beck and call.
Into parry mode.
It will
Race
be done.
mode. Heavy
I'm
strike.
not interested.
Yeah, looks like it's soon.
I will
Fossil
do
strike.
my duty.
I'm just gonna kill all the buffs. Right, Pascal, would you mind going to explode viciously and in a
Exploiters know one route.
viciously now, please? Thank you. Well, you again can't hit the target once because again I keep killing them.
Just designate a target.
I have to move. You know what? Her build giving her a no turn limit thing will do great wonders for her because she can shoot non-stop.
If I must. I understand your intent. I am not your Xenos pet monkey.
I don't mind if I use all her action points this one because
If it serves
I'm going to
your
give her a
cause.
fresh turn.
I'll show you why navigators are feared.
Because you're scary.
I am not your Xenos.
I got 3 shots left. I don't need 3.
Another soul slips beyond the veil.
So the Inferni guy got infiltrated by the gene stealers. Lovely. The deaf cultist is bleeding out, breathing with barely audible wheeze. You are unharmed, Domin. The temple. The visor's waiting. He can help. Let me take you. The blade slips from his weakened fingers, falls to the ground with a clang. Henrik was shooting to kill, and perfectly aimed the shot that torn from the young man's lung to shreds. It's wonder he has not choked to death on his own blood already. Spinner, go ahead. I have not yet done my duty. Go to the temple. It's safe there. I'll be glad if with my weapon the Domin cuts the threads of the traitors. No need to waste time. You must hurry to the temple, and then you will decide. You're in the first aid is complete, constantly and experienced surgeon. Spinner will survive for a while longer, but he still needs proper treatment to stop him from dying of blood loss. Mutiny, yes, the aberration of the Roundest Star. Inhumans. The visor will explain. Trust no one. Temple of the Bloodspun Web. So, I wonder how long Emmeric's been turned. Or was this a recent trick? I tried the first time and failed. Emmerich was very much on my side at that point. So the second time they probably went around starting to infect people. Difficult, yep. Blood spinners. Right. I was knocked unconscious.
Every moment a chance for greatness. I am beholden to you.
Nope, that did not heal me. Probably got knocked unconscious. Ah. This on the other hand should. It removes the trauma.
I will find a way to repay you. Outstanding. Now back to the front line.
As I have a lot of good things. I do wonder if I should take off that Battolo skull.
I will find a way to repay you.
Right.
Watching the lazy handle sacred technology breaks my heart.
I'm at your service.
I know.
Let's patch you up.
Let's fix Cassia because you ain't got a wound yet.
Onward to
I need to use
victory.
skin trauma on
Injuries
Agenta.
will not slow me.
No, they won't, because I'm going to get rid of them all. Death cultists. These guys are definitely not part of the Gene Steel cult. Like that. The figure of the visor stoops under the weight of his battle garb. His bony fingers tremble as they scoop blood from the bowl and begin tracing the symbols of the war on the word face. Without breaking the ritual, he addresses the emptiness. Thread after thread, death after death, the giver of life wove his path. Yes, I have heard. Twice did he find himself caught between undeath and unlife, and twice did the undying one reject him. The time had not yet come. His shriveled face turns to you, his lips quiver in joyous anticipation. Once again, the tenant of the webs lead us along the thread of righteous struggle. The foe, the flagship's tormentor, until now unseen, has shown its face at last. My blades have left their sheaths. The duty commands them to slate their thirst with the monstrous blood. What am I retinue doing here? An omen, a scarlet whisper, led into the web of prophecy. The foe longed to slaughter those alone in their chambers, but they were too late. The spinners had arrayed their chosen few who are abode along the hidden thread. What? You crooked old spinner! Why did yourselves not tell me the enemy was coming? You tricked me into fleeing from battle. He'd have actually stomped his way through. There's no glory to be found in needless death, wolf of midnight. The foe will choke on the blood you lust for soon enough. Ready your fangs and your claws. A surprisingly sensible plan. I expected something less judicious and more bloodthirsty. At first I thought they were coming to finish me off. Not surprised, even a witch gets rescued sometimes. The spinners could use a lesson in courtesy. But I should really complain. But should I really complain of the mistreatment? It was not the first time, and by the exalted one, it will not be the last. How much is Irish? I had the pleasure of cutting up two of the three that came after me. Then I followed the trail of the one I let go to see where these pests were coming from. Yeah, you don't suddenly appear before Maserati unless you announce yourself beforehand. Glad I'll sense one of the cultists coming. I thought your sect has finally shown its true colours and started assassinating the crew. You are officially cleared of suspicion. Be regarded as innocent only. The Undying One's omen foretold that the blood of his faithful would flow. The flagship's pipes. That I too would join his blood and flow with it. I understand now. He whispers to me, and his strings of traitors' names caress my hearing. This is also the desire of the Undying One. He has not whispered the name of young Goik, so we may heal him. Violence and turmoil, a mutiny of twisted souls. The traitors speak of a false voice over the Vox. They speak of enforcers and officers who sought to slay their Lord Captain. But seek they did not. It was the murk-weathered abominations who threatened the Domin. The flagship is split. Those loyal to the true Domin are fighting those who believe the twisted lies. The faithful are shaken. The unclean press on, claiming the bays one by one. His voice hums with dismissal energy. They are taking us over our home with hands of the deceived and the lonely. Visor nods in the emptiness behind you. Yes, it is time he learned about the Ravenous Star, about the beast that appears in men, their malignant flesh imbued with Xenos filth. Long has the foe lurked, pouring its lies in the minds and veins of the disparaged. Yeah, that's how gene seeker cults work. The dawn and dusks of generations followed upon one another, spawning veiled abominations until the holy Lord of the Ark stirred the profane lair of iniquity. The war emerged from the shadows of in the chamber where the living honor death over the ashes, and then spilt forth. The sacred Ark is nearing its ruin, but our lot is not yet cast. Your servants not yet broken. The Undying One awaits your deeds to cover in you in glory. We do not know who our foe is. There is only the appalling shadow upon the bulkheads. The divinations were silent, and no answer was read. The signs changed when the corruption assailed your flagship. The Undying One bid us bear our blade, and among the deaths of the wicked answers ran out. At once I sent his sinners to those of the lower bays that should not fall into the foe's hands. Others became guides for your chosen few. But I killed the cult leader with my own hands. One sees now that this was but a spawn, ushered into the place merely to deflect the falling sword. The player knew the game was forfeit, and thus made a trade. A few of their tribe were sent to the slaughter so that the many might sell the lie that the foe was dead. They called the true master the Sire, it which spawned the cult, a vessel of xeno-heresy, a fierce yet cunning predator that twists their minds into a single knot with this will. That knot must be severed. There's a hive mind. Oh god, I can't. A synapses guy with synapses link that allows the hive mind to function. Kill that thing and they just go blit and they turn feral on each other. Henrix rubs the bridge with his nose in exhaustion. This is the worst scenario imaginable. All the time your ship has been carrying the very progenitor of the Gene Stealer cell, a Xenos of immense psychic and physical strength who has total control over the cultists. It must be destroyed. There's no longer a question of our own safety, but rather the continued existence of the expanse as a whole. You know, if the Hive fleet comes, forget the cult. They'll destroy the whole sector. The old man looks pensive as he rings and twirls a dagger, making it dance between his fingers. An old blade, if hardened well and honed with care, does not lose its sharpness, Domin Ubel. Ask Bill no reason to worry about this one's head staying on his shoulders. His bearing tells me all. This worn body belies the spirit of a mighty warrior, the kind who stands tall in the midst of battle, knee deep in the blood with a grime prayer on his lips. This man, blind and wretched, knows nothing, but he knows all. He points out a finger at the majestic statue, reveals the truth to his unworthy speck, warns him through divinations, and the spinners who dance upon the threads help him grasp the visions. Death Spinner mends the wounds of the breath breathing with bloody friend. A horde of predators hunt you, Lord of the Ark. Here in the dark tunnels the faithful stand in their way, but death is whispering for them, and they will not last long. Go back to your people, Dom and Ubel, for it is difficult for them to die without your voice. The Voxmaster's pleas still echo through the bays, and the muzzles still bark. The spinners say that the Enforcer's post are not yet fallen. The end is not now. May the tenants of the web guide your blade, Dom and Ubel. Be swift. Essentially, we need to start taking sectors right through to the Enforcer's post. I mean, a pretty strong thing. I'm beginning to wonder who brought him on. Ulfar. Oh well. Time to skedaddle. We're going to. This spinner's face covered in carved, bleeding glyphs makes a respectful gesture of invitation. Let me show you the way, Domin. Show me the way. Oh, excellent, we can swap people out. He is pretty good. But in this case, it's a Slaughterfest, we'll go with her. And you know what? Ulfar didn't get to do anything. So I'll bring Ulfar out for a bit of fun. If we get to choose a rearrange our party for each engagement, then it's fine. But yeah, we're heading back to the freight line, and we're going to go whoop. Ensure the Enforcer's post survives. If we can push through and find the head of the Genestealer cult, the actual hive, this one with the synapsis creature, kill that thing and the whole cult will break apart like a... Oh, bring this body. Oh, run away. Fire, 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 fire. I don't know who's called and who's not. Right.
Venture forth.
Let's see.
Aided by the Enforcers, have made an attempt on the road trader's life. Thankfully, the Lord Captain is safe on the bridge. But be warned, an imposter is operating aboard the ship. Protect the true Lord Captain and eliminate the Pretender, along with all the traitors.
How dare you say I'm on the bridge? Only free fell falling down an elevator shaft, thank you very much. I've got an Astartes dude with me. That should be all the proof you need. Jairus Danok puts down a rifle and dabs his forehead with a silky handkerchief before shoving it under the tight band of an ammunition belt across his chest. His gilded frock coat is overloaded with bullet riddle and melter-flacked vest, and that barely fits around his voluminous waist. Behind him, a motley band of enforcers, armed clerks, and labourers greet you with furious shouts. A group of captives, silent and dejected, sit a short distance away. Oh, I'm delighted to see you in good health, your lordship. I'm afraid my report on the inspection of the ship's storehouse will be slightly delayed due to extraordinary circumstances. I'll have to go put down a rebellion or two. The enforcer reported that you had been sighted in this compartment, and I humbly believed it was my duty to head for the freight lines with his modest army. Would you kindly move a little to the right, your lordship? The Factorum blows the head off a heretic with precise shot and then loads his rifle. Oh, much obliged. Okay. Ulfar makes a patronizing gesture. Not bad, Coffer Keeper. I wonder if there'll be as much taste for bloodshed in your heart. I'll prove your vigour. Generous smiles with pride. being praised by an angel of the Emperor himself. I simply must end no fewer than a dozen mutinies myself. I suspect the inspection did not go well. Macdonald loosens straps on his flak vest slightly and gives a satisfied groan. It was going splendidly until we were rudely interrupted by the traders and mutants. I'm afraid I have temporarily had to requisition weapons and uniforms myself and my militia. But do not worry, every spent bullet will be accounted for, and added to the unplanned extermination of heretics column in the ledger. And not to make this scope of a rifle, generous. I am flattered, your lordship. I assure you that smiting heretics is no more difficult than shooting up serfs at my aunt's birthday party. In fact, fighting an armed opponent may even add a certain spice. Follower. Emperor, hear my vow. I will continue to spill blood nor stop to heal my wounds until corruption has befouled my ship is destroyed. That's a fine piece of weaponry you're wielding. Elegant and antique. I'd love to get a closer look. I see. Looks at Factorum's eye. I see that all the crew's 6 clans are working together to retake my vessel. You're indeed correct, your lordship. Serfs, enforcers, officers, tech priests, and tunnel rats have all united in their fight against this rebellious scum. The only ones missing are the Inferni. It seems they were the backbone of this mutiny, and they strangled all those who were not privy to their dastardly plan. Damrock glances over at the wounded prisoners. Yes, as you can see, our enemies are not also include those who swore an oath to you not so long ago. Crew members who fell for the rebel propaganda. It's your choice whether to sentence them yourself, or I'll leave the execution to me after you've departed on your business. Let's do that, we'll get some diplomatic points. And your loyal servants freeze in reverent silence. Solemnly they have the opportunity to witness the road traders swear a sacred vow to the God Emperor. It's a fine weaponry. Only a true Rustcats. Those of us with the art of hunting would appreciate the perfection that is Anton Toy. May I direct your attention to the filigree on the stock made by Master Goranova himself? A superb weapon for... He stops himself suddenly and goes pale. Helplessly boorish of me. Such a tactful imitation, and I have made a fool of myself. Please take this gift up as a gift. I would never force you to part with something you so dear to your heart. Just a sigh of relief. Rest assured, this rifle will serve the Von Valansis well in my hands. Yeah, you're quite sure of it. I'm going to give you the rifle, mate. You can shoot. How bad is the situation on the ship? Oh, quite bad. But if it could have been far worse if it were not for Mistress Saucerback's paranoia and insufferable temper. As you well know, she has a nasty habit of expecting betrayal from everyone except your lordship. She had therefore taken care to draw up special protocols for all sorts of mutiny, and had stationed agents on every deck. When the riot began, these agents took out many of the seditious officers and mounted a defence in addition. In addition, I have been informed of at least 3 cases where the officers inciting the force of the mutiny were shot by Jocasta's personal aides. It looks like she had already been keeping an eye on her least reliable subordinates. I should give the Emperor a candle for gratitude for making her such a suspicious hag. I should warn you that many of the rebels were carrying enforcer equipment during the battle. Apparently they took it from the soldiers assisting the rescue efforts. Those traitors from the Infernus Guild stabbed them in the back. Be careful. Darn, maybe I should have said ship first. Why, I intend to die of you, your lordship. Every member of the militia from burly enforcer to the puny clerk nods in sombre agreement with the high factotum. But I must admit, we are quite exhausted from fighting our way here, and we're not really suited for being a assault squad. I think your lordship should head over for the enforcer's post. You'll be safer there. Meanwhile, we'll take the breather and smoke a few more dozen heretics out their holes. God Emperor willing, I will not have to die a glorious death in your name on my lips. After all, and will instead begin auditing the damage the ship has suffered, as well as losses among the crew, routine procedure on which I have become quite proficient. group of shackled commoners are huddled together on their knees. They wear no armour, just filthy rags and tattered coveralls. Some hide their gaze while others sob quietly, almost mutter prayers. Only one woman, swarthy and heavily built, glares up at you. She's trying to appear proud and fearless, but her lip is trembling. What are you waiting for? Just end us and be done with it. Isn't that what tyrants do? Are you from the cult of the Ravenous Star? Cult? Is that what you call our liberators? To you, anyone who fights the oppressors is a heretic. So I am a tyrant then. Nods. Tyrant, oppressor, butcher, choose which one you want. Who put you up to this? Rebellion. The liberators are true heroes. When the fiery death rained down on our heads, not one of you forced us a finger to save us, but the Inferni went out of their way to pull children out from the rubble and mend wounds and comfort the widows. They opened our eyes. They said that we no longer need to endure beatings, fight for crumbs of food, or die after you have worked us to the bone. That people can live as equals, take care of one another, and have dignity. That's why we're fighting for what they're fighting for. You profit from keeping us in poverty, and your faith is false. Why would the Emperor want his believers to suffer in vain? Even the ship's confessor renounced the false covenant and went on to raise the folk hero, Nemersite, and you killed both of them. Cassio sighs. The Imperium's history has shown time and again that the rebel is incapable of building a civilized society without governance. Alas, peasants do not read historical treatises. I thought they were just mutations. Are you saying we've been tricked by inhuman fiends? By the holy terror. Throne, what have we done? I shall let you go. It's up to you whether to flee or to seek vengeance. Forgive us, Lord Captain. We'll get your mercy. Give us weapons and rounds of ammunition and send us forward. The Beeb will pay for everything. Even death is kinder than false hope. Get 'em! To the front lines! Assault! Oh, that's freed these guys up. You can go join the rest now. Over here. Help shoot anyone coming down this way.
Onward to victory.
He attacked me, my own brother. Well, let's face it, these guys are, that's how the Gene Steel cult work.
The senior officers, aided by the enforcers, have made an attempt on the road trader's life.
Pascal, fix it please.
Successful.
The Lord Captain is safe on the bridge. Must be warned. An imposter is operating aboard the ship. Protect the true Lord Captain and
How am I supposed to go?
along with all the traitors.
I think I'm supposed to go that way, or you can take the shortcut and go this way. I mean, if we go up, then we'll... When we go up, it goes whoop, and it skips. Unlocks there.
Lord Captain, we believe that you are alive and we need you. Wherever you are, we urge you not to trust anyone.
Ah, that's got a barricade, so we gotta go up.
Everywhere. But enforcers and officers are still loyal to you. We are all still loyal to you.
I'm seeing the platform, help! Yeah, now we can go forward. Right. Time to start whooping people.
Forge ahead. Never linger.
Cultists are trying to shoot them. Your lordship, the rich are taken.
Our space
Wolf never fails in their duty.
Good, wasn't that? Yeah. Goodies. Ooh, one of those well-maintained heavy rock saws. Nice. There's a lot of fighting going on down here. This was supposed to be a quick assassination. They were supposed to kill us, and then they would march forward, happy as a lark. Safe in the knowledge that
Let's see this through.
nobody would be able to stop them anymore, because the rogue trader would be dead, and they could feed lies to everybody. Oh. The big BC. And there's and behind them all. The route control console just stares dispassionately at the carnage unfolding on the tracks. The sound of an approaching train ring in the distance. With a single command, you could divert the train and send it straight through into the thick of battle, ending the lives of both Xenos spawn and your subjects. The snarling voice of one of the defenders sounds familiar. It's Captain Klein, one of the enforcers who assisted in the Master Arms investigation of Office Clerk Dick. You know what? I'm going to save my people. The console silently observes your heroism, its lumens blinking with indifference. Can, Normal, can you, like, just send, like, an army of servitors at them? And have them, like, just start firing plasma bombs everywhere? I'd say lower the air, but I'm pretty sure they'd be modified. Whee!
Those poor Xenos wretches.
Let's go me. We got Manazai this time. I can probably hit everybody from there, so that's fine. Where's the force officer? Force officer. Client should be around there somewhere. Stop spreading lies. They're not fighting for me, they're fighting for you. Pascal is a beast. Letty has what? Oh, because oh, Manazai can get down, but they can't because he's in the way. Yeti, can you move now? No, it's still stuck. Not sure what's going on with that, but okay. Let's go down there, please, with me. Manazai, please. I'm not sure what's going on with Yeti, why she can't move. Or anything, but all far there, but you can get down to the battle quick enough. Let's see, dodge and damage.
Scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Rapid reload shotgun.
Messiah knows all, comprehends all.
Not sure what's going on over there. That's too far away, I think. Aberrant. Plasma auto extra damage.
Request approved.
Boom. Yeah, Yoli, why couldn't you shoot from where you were? Move. But you have ridiculous accuracy from where you are.
If it serves your cause.
And it's like, yeah, you guys do know that the two scariest people who can snipe are all the way upstairs. Bring us your doom!
This tedium is
I think not. This is a sniper.
understand your intent.
Good hit.
If I no more.
Whee!
Serves your cause.
So you're actually missing with that.
I'm not a vessel for pain. I am its master.
And you're going to go kill people.
Watch.
Maybe out here, and I can do a charge strike.
I will herd the prey.
He has massive movement. Nice try. Oh, I just realised I didn't check you for armour. That's the Eldari Shadow armour. That's light compared to what you're wearing, which is medium. Ghostplay, Wraithbone, medium. Incubus armour, medium. See, that's better armour. Reinforced Incubus is the same as that one. Yeah, you're good. Ooh, wait, no weapons. Apart from there being a multitude of weapons in here. Wow. The Hexite blade is better than the Jin blade. Slightly worse. Let's see, Hexite. Suffering. I could have sworn I just picked up a new one that was really good. Bloodthirst is the named one, so it's like a thing, but eventually you move on from those for better ones. Ah, Imminent Torment. That's the fellow I was thinking about. You know, it actually beats the Sharpened Venom Blade, and it gives me effect, so I can use that and keep the Jin blade. Ah, I can't swap it out, but remind myself when we finish beating these guys up, swap out the blades. Because caught this guy up in combat now, so it's fine.
I'll do what it takes. That's gonna hurt.
That was nothing.
Quick!
Stop engaging cover. Nah, just stand back here and shoot them repeatedly.
Stand it.
Ulfar's coming. Don't worry, little ones. Approach effectively in combat. Alright. Let's see. Look, there's a range. He's in range for that. Which is why I have this gun. Controlled shot.
Better than a warrior of the Allfather! My strike
Nice
is
gun.
ruin!
Yarrow. You can't get down there, but you can down here.
The fame-hungry come. So it
Don't
shall
take attack.
Wolves reign.
Hey.
See how the wolf succeeds.
Of course I can't punch my way through here. He has to run all the way around for cover. That's fine. For my studies, it was a good job anyway. I can't go that way. Oh well. Oh, my back. Oh, that really hurt. That's the one, the Vulnerable King. That's what we need to take down. He also stand right next to one of the lances that we can do. Ow. Well. Yeah, Maserati is bigger.
Protect me.
Right, hold on.
Easy.
Do you mind knowing this, please? Thank you.
Wolves reign.
Let's give him an extra attack for no reason. Actually, hold this list. Mark with prey, your prey.
I know what to do.
He's only got 700 health, which is better than some of the other guys. Apparently I can give it to these guys. What's going on that one?
Let's set this in motion.
Kill him. Right, yep. I'll take this one on you. And
As said, so done.
Till balance next to an test target, mark with prey, this is
Easy.
extra damage, that's fine.
I know what to do.
Penetrate heavier, this was the thing. And now they watch on you.
Let's set this in. You clearly
Oh, yeah,
are
that hurt.
matched.
That was a good hit.
I said, so done.
I'm not going to bother putting on his thing on the only one you can really do go bang, 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 so. Now Cassie on the other hand, now that one's a fine addition.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
Yes. I wonder if I can actually, you know what? Can I get you from there? I don't think I can. Unfortunately, I was going to try and Captain.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
See, he fired rocket last time, so.
So shall it I become the All-Father's worthy instrument! Wolves reign! Feel the icy bite
He'll
of
just-
death!
Yep, try to come around there, actually attack me. Like, I'll get you! Like, thanks for getting close to Wolf. Hey. Oi! You still haven't been able to hit me. How many of attack you get? Knock it off! Oh wow. This guy is constantly trying to hit me.
Cubs play!
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Get back in the fight.
I may? Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Voice of command.
In the name of House Orselio, I shall prevail.
I'll say.
See how the wolf succeeds! My strike is ruin!
And I have no shot limit.
Wolves reign! I have become the All-Father's worthy instrument!
I wonder if I like to run up and give him a kick. You know what? That works out well for me. Let's do that. Everyone knows that you should end things like this with a Spartan kick.
I challenge you, Dangan!
Bleh. Like that.
None can do
Now I get to fight and do dangerous things.
So shall it be. Die in disgrace! See how the wolf...
Why didn't I give him a bigger gun?
Wolves reign!
I'll do that so I can run a little further forward, because I'm actually trying using his own melter.
Lord Captain, that you are alive and we need you. Wherever you are, we urge you not to trust anyone
None can do
Burn through there.
that officers are still loyal to you.
wolves reign!
That hits really hard. Oh, hold on. Disconnect. Excellent, we can keep with that.
Cubs play! I have become the All-Father's worthy instrument! So it shall
That'll
be!
be.
Feel an icy bite of death!
He has AoE attacks with this guy, so yay. Well, that was one turn. That was one turn, by the way, Captain. He's gonna do reckless. He's try and jump on us. Ouch. It is smashing blow with the animation in play.
This way.
He manages to take 2 more steps, he's gonna punch with Pascal.
Successfully terminated.
Silent song guides me.
Siren song.
I can handle this.
Yeah, but you can. Fire!
That's gonna hurt.
I'd be happy if you had plasma pistols. I would be really happy if you had plasma pistols.
Emperor, protect me.
Yeah, you're doing that because this big boy counts as he actually counts as cover.
The spiritual prognosis is favorable. The Omniscient knows all, comprehends all. Running binaric override.
Oh, you actually got anything for that.
Request denied.
Okay.
Another. The veil.
You let it from the back with no effort.
Helium has been.
We're awesome.
There are traitors everywhere, but enforcers and officers are still loyal to you.
Pay with your blood in the name of Cain Amencia Cain! If it serves your cause,
I don't know if you caught that or not. But yeah, with her with no attack on it
I
would be great.
understand your intent.
Bring it on. See, that counts as cover because he's behind him.
yearn for agony.
Attack the Emperor, the Rogue Trader! Too late, I've already killed them all. Woo! Yay! We saved Captain Klein! Excellent. Another trophy for that one. Wretched scum. I thought worse than you on Dargonus. With a look of disgust, the enforcer in the protective masks grinded boot into a lump of mutant flesh. From the sound of his voice, you recognize him as Captain Klein, the man who has performed the autopsy on the mutant during the investigation. I thank you, Lord Captain, your lordship, for the timely assistance. I thought it was my fate to go down an aberration's gullet, like poor Gineviri, but the Emperor had other plans for me. Gineviri is dead? She sacrificed herself, covering our Sally from the upper decks. She wanted to tell me something before it happened, something important. I can see it in her eyes, but she didn't get a chance. Now, I'll never know. I wonder if I should have said protect the ship first. That would mean the guys won't be able to pull the traitors out. Mistress Sorcebeck sent my squad and me to the freight line to take charge of the situation. She heard you being spotted here and wanted us to lend us your support. The force of posts have been lost. It is swarming with mutants. Alas, the only way to the upper decks lies either through the post or through the transport tunnels, but there are enemies there as well. Treason. Captain Frenso ordered the enforcers to leave the outpost and led them into the tunnel under the pretext of suppressing the mutiny. As soon as they reached it, however, he began spraying propaganda in the effort to stir up irreverence among the soldiers. He urged them to join the mutiny and eliminate the senior officers. Then I beat the guy up. I arrived just in time to execute the traitor Fenros Frenso and reclaim control I ordered the squad to return to the post and take up the defensive position. It was already overrun by mutants entering through the elevator shaft. They lured us out and then seized our fortification. He claimed that the enforcers were being pressured into oppressing their fellow crewmen for the benefit of their greedy superiors. He called for change of order, including reprisals and penance for anyone who had participated in crimes of the ship's rotten hierarchy. As far as I knew, Fenso, those speeches were completely out of character. I agree, Lord Captain. We found a bite mark on his body, one that we've seen before. I suspect he was compromised against his will. Emperor protect you, Lord Captain. We'll cover the rear if the enemy comes out of the tunnels. Be careful. As I mind the guard post, but there's something they didn't know. Here's something they didn't know. Twins nastily and hands with a small copper rod with a connector. This is Fenrir's data key that activates the Eclipse protocol. The train control node is vulnerable. If someone were to anger or confuse the machine spirits, it could easily lead to a catastrophic accident. A train load of crashing shells, for instance, or worse. That's why there are tech police creations embedded in the walls. They're potent enough to rip the power out of any device. Insert data key into the cogitators by the entrance, and the pulse will be hit with devastating pulse that is lethal to the machine spirits. It will burn out the detonators and turn the mines into harmless chunks of flexiine stuffed iron. In other words, we have a disabler.
Let's seize the moment.
Acts as a glitch. Yeah, you let you sort of wipe this lot out. Like, completely. I'm also pretty damn good at disabling mines. You're still burning that place.
Oh, too long for a
tried unsuccessfully to shield themselves from the bullets. No trace of mutation on their bodies, just bullet holes and fossil boot prints. Yep, they went ham.
Stay sharp.
So they think their position is unassailable.
Centuries of service.
When they successfully defused the bomb, Paul Fell died of his deep wounds. Bloody entrail. Yeah. Unfortunate. My mind's.
Stop. There.
Yeah, dude, I have.
Hunt brothers, take heed.
Hey, oh, another bombs. I don't need to avoid improve things. I'll take that, but I don't need the rest of it.
Venture forth.
Oh, that one did not last long.
I'm still new to the art of exploring.
Yeah, no, you're pretty good at it. Ow. Did I actually hurt you? No, not really.
Messiah, grant me the wisdom to perceive.
I'm telling you to defuse them, so stop running into them.
None are better at searching.
Okay, I think it's happening closer now. Ah, KK of the vault containing service equipment. Right. Let's see. I'll lose this. Let's activate this. Let's fix it. There's a slot machine rod. Firstly, accepts the rod and draws in. The vid screen flashes torrent of link thickness. Confirms roll activation. You hear a growing hum from beneath the door, then the dispersal noises. It suddenly turns black and signals you will burst sparks. Oh dear, looks like someone disarmed all your traps. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Where's that new one? Fractal Blade. It's Imminent Torment. Wait, I wonder if I won that. Fractal, Sharpened. Yeah, that's the right one, Imminent Torment. 32 to 41. So it beats that one, so now he's got two. We've got two blades that are doing that. Nice. Let's see if I'm carrying a blade. But I've got a Shaman Venom blade which is 41, so that's fine. But I've got Stupor, which is a fantastic rifle. I need a thing for you. I need a helmet. You can't wear anything else, it's got to be a started gear. Unfortunately, the helmet I want to give you is not available right yet. Oh. Blade improvement. You know, let's take back this position. The Harvester. The one before you radiates an alien beauty. The body crest on her forehead, the violent tint of her skin, their graceful clawed fingers give away her Xenos heritage. Her robes resemble those of the old mutant you put to death in the family crypt. In her posture, regal and powerful, sapphire light oozes from beneath the half-lowered eyelids, and a haunting smirk stretches her lips. Biting whispers burst through your head. leading to your mind and probing your force, tasting them. The one does not move her lips, but you hear a voice speak. You fight in vain, generic remnant. We have already won. The Sire's song echoes in the dreams of those who are pure. The rest are destined for oblivion. The Sire's sorrowful phalanx has extended, and soon the others will follow. Whatever you plan to attempt, it matters no more. The whispers sink their fangs in your most painful memory, as into an exposed nerve. While the canker in your soul, ominously in response, through the woman standing before you, something is staring at you, something you have seen only in your darkest dreams. You are touched by corruptions. You know that your doom is nigh, cursed soul. Ah. Teeth of mental whispers in your head become sharper. They scratch at your will and nibble on your intellect. Eager to expose its secrets, the woman's voice is full of overbearing self-righteousness. Speak, impure one. Speak all you want, and I will end this battle before it even begins. I am the harvester, Magus, guardian of the pure, she who hears his songs. I am the priestess of the immortal angel, our sire. I am the one who knows and understands. I killed them previously, Magus. Did you know each other? Voice is indifferent. He was wise but old, a child of a different season. While it was his time, the congregation honored him, and then his time passed, and he went with it. He sacrificed himself, gave up to the heretics to be torn apart. We praise his devotion, but we are of a different generation. We were born for the reaping. Our ascension is assured. The singing angel is where you used to dwell, impure one. From his rightful seat, he leads the many-armed emperor. The woman's smile grows dreamy. The sire is a child of the many-armed emperor. Blood of his blood, the covenant gifted to us. His song binds us in sacred unity. He is goodness, survival, and promise. He is a lie, and a lie. Do you really believe you could take over my ship? Years after year, for centuries, we sowed the seeds of the Sire's genetic perfection on this ark. Those seeds have now sprouted, and the change of generations has produced sufficient purebreds. The sowing season is over. The reaping season has come. A murderous laugh cuts blade-like between your frontal lobes. The Sire senses your weakness. Your trials and hardships have exhausted you. You are but prey for our mighty creator. You are already dead. Purge the Xenos! Briefly raises her hand and points a sharp claw at you. Children of the reaping, kill the heretics! Glory to the Sire!
Time to eliminate some Xenos.
She's a mega. Yeah, we've been ambushed. Pascal! Match, turn forward and collapse something. Harvester's got a nasty amount of health. Marksman. Yep, do it over penetration, man. Well. Nice. And bang, bang. Star. Yeah, I can't believe it, Lord.
Request approved.
Bum, 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 bum. She's the main threat. Fortunately, everyone else gets a turn now. She's gonna do something on her turn, but we're not gonna be stuck there, so. Until Tyrant. That did nothing.
Swift and silent.
I will purge you. His bad
am
as
not
Silent
your
Flesh.
Xenos pet monkey.
Actually, you're worse. Can you focus on dodge or something? Right, need missing wounds for that.
No weakness is hidden from my sight. I deal death with my
Kill you.
hands. I am not your Xenos pet monkey.
Get you picked up and put your lock on.
The true believers
Magus
will
Patron.
inherit all. The angel will reward us.
Patron's inspirations. That's cool. Nice try. Ow, 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 ow.
Do not give in to emotions.
Kill. Kill. And I'm going to do my version. Eyeball Blinky. Right.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Medkit. Large medkit. Yep. Yes.
I must. Thank you. I hear you moving.
No more. Well, I'm a better shot than you guys.
Weakness is hidden from my sight.
Right. Back to Yeti. Back to her. Let's see. Do this.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
And I can use get back in the fight to give us some health back.
If I may.
Not a lot of health, but still boost.
Only the faithful will ascend.
They are really going after Boyueti. Well, you're in trouble now because it's Mazarai's turn.
Don't distract me.
And he's lethal as Chufties.
I'm done playing with you. It is handled. Behold.
Jeez, he just goes to town everywhere.
Don't distract the perfect killing strike.
Right, a thing I want. People have turns.
Deliver us.
Pathetic attempt.
You know what? I don't mind you going after Mazarai because he gets really dangerous when he's wounded. Right. Time to clip me a loony. Actually, I don't think I have limits there. And this is free. Now let's go back to the actual turn.
They won't expect this.
Mark you. Let's mark some people over here.
I know what to do.
Omega's patrons seem to be the worst ones.
As said, so done.
Mental Tyrant. He's also not good.
Easy.
Right.
I know what to do. See that one coming.
No, they didn't, to be perfectly honest.
Let's set this in motion. They won't expect this.
And once gets a boost.
Costly mistake.
Kill you. Right, now that I'm free, time to go and purge people. Oh, hold on. Should be this. I got a big AoE attack here, so. Yeah, okay, I'm both unfortunately.
Cubs play.
Now quit. Hey, right twice. I'll swap over to this weapon.
So it shall be. I will come.
I didn't. Oh, and they won the patron as well.
Wolves reign.
I'm going to enjoy shooting you all. By the way, big boot. Astartes Power Glove. You're not doing so well, lady. Probably because we have like 900 perk points.
As the tactical imperative dictates.
Fire. Admit that.
My vow is to serve.
The only one I can do tactical thing on. No. I thought I could do it on a drop dead.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends
Hence all. I got nothing else to use right now, so.
request approved.
Well, sure. Nice try.
I deal death with my hands.
Bullseye! I don't think the Prophet Lady is going to be doing anything right now. As we just put a bullet between our eyes. Didn't see that coming, did you?
Hear you moving, no more. If it serves your ancestors, guide me.
Dispatch.
My heart sinks with the thrill of battle.
Yeah, your lady might be slightly good at what she does.
I understand your intent.
Like,
If it
very
serves
good
your
at what she
cause.
does. I just need to have the ability to shoot multiple times without having to worry about points.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Headshot.
This tedium is beneath. Fortune favors the swift. If it serves your cause.
I'm watching around bullets.
I understand your intent.
Fortunately, didn't get our finest hour.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Be held in my gaze, because I'm better than you.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
You keep saying that, but I'm perfectly healthy.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Don't feel thing. That was pathetic punch. Let's see, minimum points. Wow, that guy, there's nobody else to hit.
Watch.
Captain, we believe that you are alive and we need you wherever you are.
Oblivion approaches.
Trust anyone. There are traitors,
See, he has got Dance Macabre.
enforcers, and officers are still loyal to you.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, no shot. Gonna. I have Dance Macabre, so I can just do this. No.
Behold,
Also,
with grace and fury of anguish.
oh, I should have done that. I did get some points back, so.
I will save my delectable anguish.
Just dancing across the floor here.
Watch.
He is actually, I think, better than Abelard for the sheer amount of how much he can kill.
I said, so done. I know what to do.
We're just whooping them. Ah, time for me to do what I do.
So it shall be.
Well, we was it und Antwort kick, so. Oi. You will get shot. That's the point galore.
So it shall be. I will carve runes out of
Void shadows. Undamaged rock stations all around here. Cut all them. We took them to pieces. I mean, it wasn't even a fight, to be honest. It was a one-sided. Yeah, some of my characters took a little bit of a scuffing,
Forge ahead. Never linger.
but
Lord Captain, we believe that you are alive and we need you
let's see what's this here. Improved weather.
wherever you are. We urge you not to trust anyone. There are traitors everywhere.
Doop 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 doop. Vox machine belched out a shower of sparks and wheezes in agony. Although it's crippled by the pulse that killed the machine spirits, it continues to extract the ghosts of other people's voices from the ether. To all who remain loyal to the dynasty, this is the Lord Captain speaking. I am still alive and continue to fight against the mutineers. Regis' voice cuts through the barrage of white noise. Lord Captain, God Emperor be praised. Describe the situation on board to me. Mr. Sorsback and the enforcers are defending the officers' deck. I am also here, coordinating the loyalist forces. The key compartments are holding, but we have not been able to turn the tide in battle just yet. The bridge has been overrun by the enemy. Master Helmland's fate is unknown. Why has the bridge not been taken back yet? Judging by the density of the defences, is where the rebel leader is holed up. Mr. Sorsback has launched 3 assaults, so far without success. We are taking control of the elevator shaft to launch another attack. The platform has been destroyed and the emergency elevator can only accommodate a small force. No one dares to give commands on my bridge. Excellent. I shall crush the enemy's humanity and purge this evil from this ship. Understood. May the God Emperor protect you, Lord Captain. Send down the elevator. I'm going to beat them in sense. I'm going to beat everyone senseless. But that will have to be for next time.
The senior officers, aided by the enforcers.
So when we come back. Dark Shadow. When we come back, we shall retake our bridge and end this Dark Shadow on my ship once and for all. And looks like they've been holed up and slowly taking people out one by one. So yeah, time to put an end to this. I don't think the Inferni Master was corrupted from the get-go. I think he was probably taken some point recently. Because there had way too many opportunities that could cause a simple accident and kill the Lord Captain. But again, that's for next time. So until then, folks. Until then, I will catch you all later. See ya.